We've only ever heard one side of the story, the side where Satan is simply the villain, the enemy, the fallen one. But what if the greatest antagonist in Scripture had a story before the fall? What if the rebellion in heaven wasn't just about evil, but about pride, power, and a challenge to divine authority? Most people imagine Satan as the embodiment of evil from the very beginning. But the biblical narrative hints at something very different. Before the fall, Satan was not a demon. He was one of the most powerful beings ever created. Scripture describes a figure called Lucifer, a name often translated as morning star, a being of brilliance. According to ancient descriptions, Lucifer was no ordinary angel. He was described as perfect in beauty, adorned with precious stones, and entrusted with extraordinary responsibility. Imagine a being whose role placed him at the very center of heavenly worship. Some scholars believe he may have led the celestial host in praise. In other words, Lucifer wasn't an outsider. He was at the top. But something changed. Pride entered the picture. The texts hint at a dangerous thought forming. What if I could rise higher? What if I could rule instead? In Isaiah's poetic description, Lucifer declares a series of ambitions: to ascend above the heavens, to elevate his throne, to become like the Most High.
It wasn't just rebellion. It was an attempted coup. And then heaven itself became a battlefield. The book of Revelation describes a war unlike anything we can imagine. On one side, Michael and the loyal angels. On the other, Lucifer and those who followed him. 1/3 of the heavenly host, according to tradition, joined the rebellion. But the outcome was decisive. Lucifer lost, cast out of heaven, stripped of possession. The morning star became something else entirely. The adversary, the accuser, the being now known as Satan. And from that moment, the cosmic conflict between good and evil entered human history. But here's the deeper question. If Lucifer was once perfect, if he stood among the highest ranks of heaven, how could pride corrupt such a being? The story isn't just about Satan. It's a warning about power, ambition, and the danger of believing we deserve the throne. Maybe that's why this story has survived for thousands of years. Because the fall of Lucifer isn't just a cosmic event. It's a mirror showing what pride can do, even to the most powerful. What do you think really happened in heaven before the fall? Was Lucifer simply evil, or was pride the turning point? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy deep dives into mysterious biblical stories, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next video explores the hidden